In this episode, I'm going to discuss another quote from the school of Stoicism. All cruelty springs from weakness. Seneca. Before discussing this quote further, my name is Stephen and I am the creator of Struggling to Succeed. On this channel, I discuss Stoicism, personal development, a whole bunch of other things that I've been using to get myself forward in my life. I started late on my journey and my mission here is to help those that started late get started. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, hit that subscribe button. All cruelty springs from weakness by Seneca. Today, difficult day around the world. Another mass shooting, this time in New Zealand, and they're becoming quite regularly now. And I've actually found this to happen fairly often when I'm reading Stoic quotes. I will open up one of the books from Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, whoever it may be, and within reading a page or so, a quote will come out that was exactly to do with what's going on in my life today or what's going on around the world. And I wanted to speak directly to this idea about cruelty springing from weakness. I wanted to frame the word weakness. I don't think it means you're weak. I think it means, or physically or mentally, you're weak. I think it means weakness in a sense for me and how I'm reading it today. Weak in ability, weak in empathy, weak in compassion, weak in knowledge, weak in education. Just weak in an area of your life that allows you to be cruel. And I think whether it's a small cruelty or a big cruelty, well, it's you're like being nasty to a friend or leaving a comment online or sending a nasty tweet, all the way through to whatever that was today in New Zealand and why that guy did that. I don't want to say why, because I don't want to get down into that rabbit hole. Because we know why. He's a disgruntled white man. And I don't want to get too deep into that conversation, but it's now a trend set in place. There's something obviously wrong with white men around the world that they feel like they need to go and do this. Don't want to get too deep into that because I want to talk about this quote and how it does ring very true. There obviously is a weakness with people that feel like they need to go and be cruel. It's not about anger and it's not about getting back at someone or, I don't know really how to say this, but just being outright malicious, outright nasty, and outright cruel to somebody for no real reason. And I love Stoicism in the sense that when I'm struggling with something, because today I went on a bit of a news deep dive on Twitter and YouTube, and I watched some videos about what happened in the mass shooting that I probably shouldn't have watched. Maybe went a bit too far. And I'm trying to find a way to frame what I saw. And this quote, all cruelty springs from weakness, has helped me today. It's helped me realize that, yeah, there is something wrong with people who are cruel. There's obviously a hurt inside. Like, I don't know whether it's mental or physical, whatever that meant to be. But I do think, in specific to this kind of incident, I do think it's a weakness inside them. A lack of empathy, lack of compassion, lack of knowledge. As I said, there's something in there that's driving them to do such horrific acts. Now, I'm not here to solve all the world's problems. I'm not here to blame the right or the left or whatever it is. It's the right. But there is a sense that what can we do in society to maybe identify people who are going to be cruel? And I don't know if there's a Stoic answer to that. My Stoic view on this is that we shouldn't be shocked anymore. I think I see a lot on Twitter and a lot of news when these events happen, everybody's shocked. And I'm now at the stage now where when someone says they're shocked when this happens, I'm kind of a bit like, have you been alive the last 5 years? Because getting shocked by these incidents, these shootings, whether they're in America or the one that happened in Canada, or whether they're these car attacks or truck or lorry attacks that happened in Europe, these things happen so often now that they should be removed from the shock category of life. I mean, people who are saying that they're shocked on this, I really don't think that's the response anymore. And I think as a Stoic, the response, and I'm not saying it's going to be a cold, emotional response, because I don't agree that's Stoicism, because I was emotional this morning, and I'm not a full-on Stoic master. No way am I. I'm an amateur Stoic, as I've mentioned before in some of my videos. I'm the average man trying to understand the Stoic world, and I've used Stoicism today, Stoicism and a Stoic quote from Seneca as we're talking about, all cruelty springs from weakness, to help me frame it, to help me understand it a bit more. And I think that's something that Stoicism does really, really well. It's a really practical philosophy. And there is literally a quote in there for everybody to help deal with difficult situations and help to frame the news. Like, I grew up in Northern Ireland, and I don't know if you know anything about that country and the senseless violence that happened there with Protestants and Catholics killing over 3,000 people over 30 years. And the fact is that violence literally did nothing to change the country. The country's still what it was 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Yeah, it's some... Actually, no, it is just exactly the same. Pretty much the same. It's, the town I grew up in is still there. The school I went to, the primary school I went to, is still there. Everything's still there. Nothing really dramatically changed. And that's where I'm going to kind of wrap up today. This guy who did this in New Zealand, what has he actually changed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, he's probably made the situation worse in the fact that he's now inspired 5, 10, 50, 100, 200 extremists on the thing that he's trying to eradicate. He's just increased. And that's the counterintuitive thinking of it. That's the brains behind it. That's the wow, you're one smart dude. Well done. Congratulations. You've really moved the world forward there. But yeah, I don't want to get too deep into that. I don't really know how to wrap this up today. Just a crazy time. Stoic response now really should be not to be shocked about these things. And I'm not saying being cold about it or unemotional. Definitely be emotional about it. Deal with that emotion and move forward. I don't even know how to help change these things. I think just trying to be a good person every day, trying to be your best, and trying to follow some sort of guidelines and values is all we can do. And it's all that I try to do on a day-to-day basis. And I hope anybody who watches this channel or interacts with me does the same. Let's base our lives in value. Let's use a little bit of stoicism. Let's use a bit of sense and logic, and let's try to make the world a better place. Thanks very much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and also we'll see you next time.